Nation. Welcome back once again. It's your host, the G-Man, as we continue with our 2016 team-by-team NFL preview. Today we're going to discuss those Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is a team that I just don't understand why they aren't better than the 10-6 that they seem to put up. They have the best quarterback in football, in my opinion. They have tremendous skill position players, even if Eddie Lacy ate his way into two guys. They always have struggles on the offensive line. Their defensive backfield always seems to overplay who you see on the field. They always seem to play better than that, so they must have excellent defensive backs coach, and yet they can't seem to really separate from that division. Going to be even harder this year with Minnesota playing as well as they have. This coming year, I've been saying this forever, and people who love the Packers aren't going to like to hear this, but I think that Mike McCarthy is like Dean Smith. Now, many people think that's a compliment, but Dean Smith was the only guy who could hold back Michael Jordan. The only guy who could hold him under 20 points was Dean Smith. That's how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. When you have a transcendent, amazing quarterback who can do everything with the ball like Aaron Rodgers, I can't imagine why you don't turn it over to him more than you do. They continue to try to overrun the ball. He overmanages the clock. They try to do this clock possession, to keep a substandard defense off the field, but their defense is okay. I just don't understand it. I would be feeding A-Rod the Rock constantly, letting him do what he's going to do. Between Rodgers, you have a returning Jordy Nelson this year. That should automatically improve his performance as well as Randall Cobb's performance. The offensive line, they have thrown a lot of resources at it with the David Bakhtiaris and the Brian Belugas. They always seem to have a lot of injuries and a lot of shuffle back and forth. They haven't been able to get it right. They're made better by the fact that they do have a guy like Rodgers there who makes every offense look better because he can get the ball out in the blink of an eye, so that makes them look better. Wide receivers are good. Eddie Lacy, who knows? I mean, you heard reports that he lost a lot of weight, which he needed to. I mean, he was so fat at the end of last year. He was 260 pounds, easy. Then you heard he was down to 220. I saw a picture of him. He was playing basketball in the offseason with his shirt off. He looked great. And then they said he came into minicamp, and he was back to 250 pounds. So who knows? If he's in condition, their running game will be in good shape because he is a hell of a player when he's in shape. James Starks is a good change of pace. They signed Jared Cook, which I think is an underrated signing at tight end. Is going to help their offense. So I think the offense, in theory, if Mike McCarthy can just get out of the way a little bit, I think their offense can put up plenty of points. Defensively, they don't have the strongest pass rush. They have Julius Peppers. Clay Matthews is now moving all over the field. I think he's better suited as just a rush guy, quite honestly, but he did a good job for them at the inside backer position when they had a lot of injuries. But I think he helps their team more as a pass rush guy. And as I mentioned, their defensive backs, I think, are very strong. Their linebackers are athletic but need a little work. Their defense is just average. So I think they're going to go as far as Aaron Rodgers carries them. And I think that could be pretty far. I'm calling for them to go 10-6. Wouldn't be surprised if they go 11-5, and both they and the Vikings finish at 11-5, and it's a race down to the wire for who goes to that, who wins the division. But they both should make the playoffs, and I think they're a viable option to actually win the whole thing this year, which you always are with a guy like Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. So with your 2016 team-by-team NFL preview of the Green Bay Packers, I'm the host of G-Man, and I am out.